How the Humans Escaped. Report 1. Initial Observations Stardate 387.954. From the desk of Governor Xylos. Upon their arrival 3 cycles ago, the humans have become the subject of intense scrutiny. Their craft, a relic of antiquated technology, led to their immediate detainment on Moon Colony 7. My observations reveal a multitude of baffling behaviors that suggest a complex and enigmatic species. Governor Xylos tapped his 3-fingered claws on the desk, a gesture of curiosity rather than impatience. Before him played a series of surveillance feeds showing the newly arrived human prisoners. Their spacecraft, a hodgepodge of outdated tech, had been an easy catch for his patrols, but the beings themselves were a different story. The leader of this group, a shorter-than-average human with a curious fur-like growth on his face, seemed to command respect. The other humans deferred to him, suggesting a hierarchical structure. Xylos had decided to label this one Beard Face. Note, Xylos dictated to his recorder. Subject Beard Face appears to be a primary leader. Possible indicators of status, facial fur, louder vocalizations, and frequent use of hand gestures. The governor rewound the footage, zooming in on a particular segment. The humans were standing in straight lines, facing Beardface, who was barking out orders. Instantly they snapped to attention, moving in a highly coordinated manner. Xylos leaned closer, his head fronds twitching in confusion. Observation, he continued. Humans gather on command and stand in regimented lines. Hypothesis, a species highly dependent on strict hierarchical control and physical conditioning for survival. What followed was even more baffling. The humans proceeded to engage in a series of synchronized physical movements, bending, stretching, and contorting their bodies in unison. Additional observation, Xylos added. They appear to undergo regular physical conditioning, possibly a preparation for combat or other strenuous activities. This ritualistic exercise may be crucial for maintaining their social order and physical readiness. In another part of the compound, humans were gathered around a central table, consuming what they referred to as food. One human, whom Xylos labeled Glutton, took the lead. Glutton sampled every dish, tasting a bit of each item before nodding and allowing the others to eat. Human sustenance rituals are intricate, Xylos noted. There appears to be a leader in this activity as well, possibly a rival to Beardface. This Glutton tests all food first, indicating a hierarchical dining structure where the dominant individual ensures the safety of the food supply before allowing others to partake. Xylos's fronds quivered with excitement when he saw humans interacting with other species. The reptilian Garbaxians and the multi-limbed Thraxians were particularly intriguing to observe. Humans exchanged items and engaged in tasks together, displaying a remarkable ability to communicate across species lines. Humans form alliances quickly, Xylos mused. Their capacity for interspecies cooperation is unprecedented. This warrants further study, as it may indicate a higher level of cognitive function. As Xylos reviewed the footage, he couldn't help but feel a growing fascination with these peculiar beings. Their unpredictable behavior and complex social structures were a delightful puzzle. His appendages twitched with excitement as he imagined the potential discoveries that lay ahead. Conclusion of initial report, he dictated. Humans are a puzzling and multifaceted species. Their behavior, while often nonsensical, reveals a depth of social and cultural complexity. Further observation is required to fully understand their motives and capabilities. Governor Xylos leaned back in his chair, satisfied with his initial findings. The humans were a riddle wrapped in an enigma, and he was determined to decode it. As he watched Beardface and his crew interact, he couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning of a very interesting chapter in his governorship on Moon Colony 7. Report 2. The Secretive Nature of Humans. Stardate 387.978. From the desk of Governor Xylos. The humans' behavior has taken a perplexing turn. They have begun to display a secretive nature, conducting activities away from prying eyes and cameras. Efforts to decode their actions have thus far been unsuccessful. Governor Xylos's head fronds twitched with frustration as he reviewed the latest surveillance footage. The humans had been acting strangely for several cycles, engaging in behaviors that seemed intentionally secretive. His curiosity had turned into a determination to uncover their plans. Note, Xylos dictated. Humans exhibit increased clandestine behavior. Hypothesis. They are planning an action that requires secrecy, possibly a revolt or escape attempt. The governor rewound the footage, focusing on a small group of humans gathered in a dimly lit corner of their holding area. Beardface was at the center, whispering to the others. They glanced around frequently, ensuring they were not being observed. Observation, Xylos continued. Humans gather in secluded areas for covert discussions. These secretive meetings suggest a form of planning or strategizing. Xylos zoomed in on their faces, trying to discern their expressions and hand movements. The humans appeared agitated, occasionally pointing towards various parts of the facility. Despite enhancing the audio, their voices were too low to be understood. In another section of the footage, a human was seen producing small, seemingly insignificant objects from their clothing. The objects were passed around and inspected by others before being hidden away again. The governor's fronds twitched in bewilderment. Subnote, he added. Humans exchange small artifacts during secret meetings, possible function, tools or symbols of a planned operation. As the cycles passed, the humans' covert activities became more elaborate. They started using hand signals and coded language, making it increasingly difficult for the surveillance systems to pick up on their plans. Xylos's frustration grew with each passing moment of indecipherable behavior. Further observation required, he muttered to himself, tapping his claws rhythmically on the desk, implementing additional surveillance measures immediately. Xylos ordered his guards to install extra cameras and audio recorders in the humans' quarters. He also instructed them to conduct more frequent and thorough searches, hoping to uncover any hidden items or plans. Despite these efforts, the humans continued to evade detection, their activities becoming more mysterious and elusive. One evening, Xylos reviewed footage of a particularly curious incident. Beardface and Glutton, whom Xylos now considered a potential rival, were huddled together with a few others. They were engaged in what appeared to be a meticulous examination of the floor tiles in their cell. Note, Xylos dictated, humans exhibit interest in structural elements of their environment. Hypothesis, searching for weak points or potential escape routes. The governor's suspicion was further heightened when he noticed the humans frequently changing their positions and routines. They no longer followed predictable patterns, making it difficult to anticipate their actions. Observation, he noted. Humans alter routines and patterns to avoid detection. This behavior indicates a high level of strategic thinking and adaptability. Xylos's curiosity turned into a relentless drive to understand and anticipate the human's next move. He initiated a series of psychological evaluations, hoping to gather more insights into their thought processes and motivations. The results were inconclusive, as the humans skillfully deflected questions and provided ambiguous answers. Conclusion of second report, Xylos dictated. Humans display advanced strategic thinking and adaptability. Their secretive behavior and avoidance of detection suggest planning for a significant operation. Continued surveillance and investigation are imperative to uncover their intentions. Governor Xylos leaned back in his chair, his fronds drooping with a mixture of exhaustion and intrigue. The humans were proving to be a formidable challenge, their enigmatic actions only deepening the mystery. As he watched Beardface and his crew interact in their covert manner, Xylos couldn't shake the feeling that something monumental was on the horizon. The governor was determined to be prepared, whatever the humans had planned. Report 3. Humans as Efficient Workers. Stardate 388.015, from the desk of Governor Xylos. The humans have been assigned various tasks within the facility, and their performance has been nothing short of remarkable. Their efficiency and ingenuity have led to significant improvements in several systems and processes. Governor Xylos's head fronds swayed with a mix of confusion and admiration as he reviewed the latest surveillance footage. Despite their secretive behavior, the humans had proven to be extraordinarily effective workers. Their contributions had significantly improved the prison's efficiency, creating a perplexing contrast to their covert activities. Note, Xylos dictated, humans demonstrate exceptional aptitude in assigned tasks, leading to marked improvements in facility operations. He watched as Beardface and his team expertly repaired a malfunctioning energy distribution node. The humans worked with a precision that belied their primitive technology, diagnosing and fixing the issue in record time. The node's output stabilized, reducing power outages by 30%. Observation, Xylos continued. Human team, led by Beardface, showcases advanced engineering skills. Hypothesis: humans possess innate problem-solving abilities and technical acumen. In another area, Glutton and a few others were busy streamlining the maintenance schedules for various systems. Their methodical approach resulted in a 25% decrease in downtime, an improvement that had not been achieved even by the most seasoned alien technicians. Subnote, Xylos added, Glutton demonstrates leadership in optimization tasks. Possible rival to Beardface remains under observation. The humans' ingenuity was further highlighted by their introduction of a new filtration system for the water supply. The system not only enhanced water purity, but also required less maintenance, showcasing their ability to innovate under restrictive conditions. Additional observation, Xylos noted. Human-designed filtration system surpasses current models, indicates potential for significant technological advancement within primitive framework. Despite these impressive contributions, the governor couldn't shake the feeling that the humans' cooperation was part of a larger, concealed agenda. Their continued secretive behavior only deepened his suspicion. Observation, he dictated. While humans' work benefits the facility, underlying motives remain unclear. Increased surveillance necessary to uncover potential ulterior motives. As days turned into cycles, the humans' reputation as exceptional workers spread among the guards and other prisoners. They were often sought after for various tasks, their skills proving invaluable in maintaining the smooth operation of the colony. However, Xylos noticed that they were also forming tighter bonds with the other species, further strengthening their interspecies alliances. Subnote, Xylos added, humans continue to build alliances. Their ability to collaborate across species lines is unparalleled and warrants further study. One evening, Xylos reviewed footage of the humans working in the central control room. Beardface and his team were analyzing data streams, optimizing the network for better performance. Their efficiency was remarkable, yet Xylos couldn't help but notice the occasional whispered conversation and quick glances toward the security cameras. Observation, he muttered. Humans maintain high productivity while engaging in covert communication. Possible indication of dual objectives, task completion and strategic planning. To test his theory, Xylos initiated a series of controlled disturbances in the facility's operations, observing the humans' reactions. Each time, they responded with remarkable speed and efficiency, resolving the issues without breaking a sweat. Their ability to adapt and thrive under pressure only added to the governor's growing unease. Conclusion of third report, Xylos dictated. Humans exhibit extraordinary efficiency and problem-solving skills, significantly enhancing facility operations. However, their continued secretive behavior suggests underlying motives that remain undiscovered. Enhanced surveillance and analysis are imperative to fully understand their intentions. Governor Xylos leaned back in his chair, his fronds drooping slightly with the weight of his thoughts. The humans were proving to be an enigma, their actions both beneficial and suspicious. As he watched Beardface and his team tackle yet another challenge with ease, Xylos couldn't shake the feeling that something significant was brewing beneath the surface. The humans' ultimate plan remained a mystery, but one thing was certain. They were not to be underestimated. Report 4, Disappearances and Missing Items, Stardate 390.102, from the desk of Governor Xylos. A troubling pattern has emerged. Several humans have been disappearing for short periods, only to return as if nothing has happened. Additionally, small but critical items have gone missing from the facility. Governor Xylos's fronds twitched with unease as he reviewed the latest reports. Despite the humans' contributions to the facility's efficiency, a series of mysterious disappearances and thefts had begun to unsettle the smooth operation of Moon Colony 7. Note, Xylos dictated. Humans exhibit behavior involving brief, unexplained disappearances. Hypothesis: covert activities occurring during these absences. The surveillance footage showed several humans, including Beardface and Glutton, vanishing from their assigned areas for brief intervals. They always returned without incident, carrying on with their tasks as if nothing had happened. Despite extensive searches, no hidden passages or concealed areas had been found that could explain their disappearances. Observation, Xylos continued. Humans' unexplained absences remain unresolved. Their ability to evade detection suggests advanced stealth tactics. Adding to the mystery were the reports of missing items. Tools, components, and security devices had vanished without a trace. The items were small but essential, causing disruptions and delays in various operations. The humans, always courteous and helpful, showed no signs of guilt or nervousness when questioned about the thefts. Subnote, Xylos added, numerous critical items have gone missing. Humans maintain an air of innocence, further complicating investigation. Possible hypothesis, items repurposed for unknown objectives. The guards, too, reported feeling uneasy around the humans. They described a sense of being watched, a subtle but persistent feeling that the humans were hiding something. This growing paranoia was beginning to affect morale and efficiency among the staff. Observation, he noted. Guards report heightened unease and suspicion regarding human prisoners. Psychological impact on staff requires monitoring. One particular incident caught Xylos's attention. A guard during a routine patrol had discovered Beardface and Glutton in a restricted area near the facility's power core. They offered a flimsy excuse about conducting maintenance checks, but their presence in such a sensitive location raised serious concerns. Additional observation, Xylos dictated. Humans found in restricted area with inadequate justification. Indicates possible breach of security protocols and access to classified zones. Despite increased surveillance and more frequent patrols, the humans continued to evade detection, their activities becoming even more clandestine. Xylos initiated a series of security upgrades, including biometric scanners and enhanced motion sensors, but the humans still managed to move undetected at times. Conclusion of fourth report, Xylos dictated. Humans display advanced evasion techniques, with unexplained absences and disappearances of critical items. Their continued ability to operate covertly suggests sophisticated planning and execution. Enhanced security measures are necessary to prevent potential sabotage or escape attempts. Governor Xylos leaned back in his chair, his fronds quivering with a mix of frustration and admiration. The humans were proving to be more cunning and resourceful than he had anticipated. Their ability to disappear and reappear without a trace, coupled with the mysterious thefts, indicated a level of sophistication that was both impressive and alarming. As he watched Beardface and his team interact on the surveillance monitors, Xylos couldn't shake the feeling that they were always one step ahead. The governor knew he had to stay vigilant. For whatever the humans were planning, it needed to be stopped. He better call in some reinforcements from the neighboring base and lock down the facility in the next cycle. Report 5. The humans have escaped. Stardate 391.209. From the desk of Governor Xylos, the humans have escaped. The prison is on lockdown and an investigation is underway. Governor Xylos's fronds drooped as he reviewed the live security feeds and motion detection logs. The humans' escape was not just a logistical failure, it was a personal catastrophe that threatened his entire career. The audacity of their escape, using his private shuttle, was an unmistakable blow to his authority and competence. Note, Xylos dictated, his voice edged with frustration. Human prisoners have executed a coordinated escape plan. Current status: prison on lockdown, investigation initiated. He replayed the security footage, watching with a sinking heart as the humans moved with precise coordination. Their ability to bypass multiple layers of security and utilize his shuttle spoke volumes about their cunning. Each frame seemed to further cement the reality that his position and reputation were in serious jeopardy. Observation, Xylos muttered. This incident exposes critical flaws in our security protocols. Years of diligent service and unwavering commitment had earned him his position. Now, in the span of a single cycle, all of that hard work was at risk of being undone. He could already envision the scathing reports, the disciplinary hearings, and the inevitable fallout from this monumental oversight. Subnote, Xylos added, trying to maintain a semblance of professionalism. The failure to contain human prisoners will likely result in significant professional repercussions. The implications were clear. Xylos would have to face his superiors and explain how a group of primitive humans managed to outsmart the advanced security measures of Moon Colony 7. The thought of standing before the High Council, attempting to justify this failure, filled him with dread. Conclusion, he dictated, his voice heavy with resignation. The humans' escape represents a significant breach of security under my governance. Immediate military response has been initiated, but chances of recapture are slim. The professional consequences of this incident are unavoidable. As he leaned back in his chair, the reality of his situation settled over him like a heavy shroud. The humans had not only outwitted him, they had jeopardized his entire future. If only he'd acted sooner. As the alarms blared and guards rushed to secure the facility, Zelos knew that his days as the governor of Moon Colony 7 were numbered. The fallout from this incident would be severe, and the path to redemption seemed uncertain at best. Report 6, piecing it all together, stardate 398.556, from the desk of Governor Zelos. In the aftermath of the escape, I have been allowed to remain in post by High Command to piece together the humans' movements and actions. Their ingenuity and meticulous planning have become clear. Governor Zylos's fronds twitched with a mixture of disbelief and reluctant admiration as he compiled the final report. The humans' escape was a masterclass in subterfuge and strategy, revealing their astonishing capabilities. Note, Zylos dictated. The humans' escape involved a series of well-coordinated actions and exploitation of security vulnerabilities. Technical details of the escape, codes and access. It became apparent that the humans had somehow acquired knowledge of the door access codes. Initially, we believed the codes were secure, changed frequently, and known only to high-ranking officials. However, the humans managed to obtain and use these codes with remarkable precision. Observation, Zelos noted. Humans gained unauthorized access to all facility doors. Hypothesis, observation and decoding of guard input sequences. Further investigation revealed subtle signs of tampering with the door panels. It appeared that the humans had managed to capture and replicate guard movements when entering codes. This included timing and sequence patterns, which they used to predict and input the correct codes. 2. Biometrics and guard fingerprints. Upon installing biometric security systems, it was assumed that this would prevent any unauthorized access. However, within a single cycle, the humans had found ways to bypass this new layer of security. Subnote, Zylos added. Humans replicated biometric data, including fingerprints, to bypass new security measures. Detailed analysis showed that the humans had managed to lift bioimprints from various surfaces touched by the guards. Using rudimentary but effective techniques, they created replicas of these bioimprints, allowing them to pass biometric scans undetected. Additionally, they observed guards entering their biometric data and managed to mimic the process perfectly. 3. Disguises and misleading actions. The humans frequently altered their routines and behaviors, creating confusion and reducing the chances of their activities being noticed. They also used disguises made from stolen uniforms and items, blending in with the guards and maintenance personnel. Most impressively, they were able to fool our sensors by replicating the guard appendages with paper and discarded trash from the recycling unit. Observation, Zylos continued. Humans utilized disguises and behavior modifications to evade detection. Hypothesis, high adaptability and observational skills. 4. Exploitation of structural vulnerabilities. Reviewing security footage dating back to the humans' arrival, we discovered that the soil in the recreational areas had gradually become lighter. Further analysis revealed that the lighter soil was actually the result of tunneling efforts by the humans. This subtle change, happening over many cycles, had gone unnoticed. Note, Zylos observed, humans tunneled beneath the facility, utilizing structural weaknesses to create a hidden escape route. The lighter soil in the recreational area, unnoticed over time, was from their extensive digging. The tunnels were expertly crafted, with supports and reinforcements made from stolen materials. They managed to dig directly to the facility's power core, where they staged a series of distractions to cover their final escape. 5. Technological modifications. The stolen items, initially thought to be missing without purpose, were in fact repurposed for their escape. The humans had modified security devices to override protocols and gain access to more restricted areas. Subnote, Zylos added. Humans repurposed stolen technology to disable security measures and access restricted zones. Detailed examination of recovered devices showed sophisticated alterations, demonstrating a high level of technical knowledge. These modifications allowed the humans to disable alarms, open locked doors, and navigate the facility with ease. 6. Key replication. The final piece of the puzzle was the replication of Zylos's private shuttle access key. During a routine laundry delivery, a human who had built up trust amongst the guards managed to replicate the key, while Zylos was distracted by a call to the regional overlord. Observation, Zylos dictated. Human replicated shuttle access key during a moment of distraction. indicates high dexterity and opportunistic strategy. The human had used a small device to scan and copy the key, allowing them to access the governor's private shuttle undetected. This final act of cunning facilitated their escape into the void. Conclusion of final report. The human's escape was a meticulously planned operation, highlighting their resourcefulness, adaptability, and strategic thinking. Despite our advanced technology and security measures, they managed to outwit us at every turn. The humans have now escaped using my private shuttle, disappearing into the void. As a result of this incident, I am being demoted and transferred to a new colony in the outer reaches of our space. If we ever encounter these humans again, we must exercise extreme caution. They are extraordinarily cunning and pose a significant challenge to any security measures. Governor Xylos leaned back in his chair, his fronds drooping slightly with the weight of his thoughts. The higher council must be made aware that humans could present a significant threat in the future and should be watched closely. As Xylos prepared to transmit his final report, the door to his office slid open. Two stern-faced guards entered, their expressions a mix of sympathy and duty. Xylos's escort had arrived to take him to his new posting. 2 light years away, Commander Harris, known to Xylos as Beardface, transmitted from the governor's shuttle. Control, this is Echo 1. Operation Twilight Infiltration is a success. Awaiting docking instructions. Welcome back, Echo 1. We're looking forward to reading your report.
Have you listened to these other amazing stories on our channel yet? All the links can be found in the description, and we have something for everyone.